After our battery sizing guide hit over 76,000 views, something major happened that changes everything. While you were watching and commenting, Congress passed the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, and most homeowners have no idea what it means for their solar investment. The 30% federal solar tax credit that everyone thinks runs until 2032 ends on December 31st, 2025, this year. Your system must be fully installed and operational by year-end to qualify. Not just contracts signed. Whether you caught our first video or you're starting here, the next few minutes could save you thousands by revealing what's really happening in battery markets right now. Let's start with what's actually happening across the states where batteries matter most. California just implemented another round of changes to NEM 3.0. In August 2024, they updated their avoided cost calculator. That's the system that determines what you get paid for excess solar. Export rates that used to be 36 cents per kilowatt hour are now 8 cents. But here's what most installers won't tell you. Rates for systems connecting in 2025 and 2026 are dropping even further. Arizona presents a different story. While APS reduced their buyback rates, there's still a 44-cent per kilowatt-hour spread between peak and off-peak pricing. That's real arbitrage opportunity if you size your battery correctly. Texas varies by utility, but most areas still offer decent net metering. ERCOT's grid volatility actually creates more value for battery storage. We saw this during the February storms. Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina still have full retail rate net metering in most utility territories. The battery math here is different. It's more about backup power and time of use optimization. Nevada and Colorado are in transition zones. Nevada's moving toward California's model, while Colorado utilities are implementing their own reduced buyback structures. Here's why this matters. The battery size that makes sense in California under NEM 3.0 is completely different from what works in Florida or Texas. Most content treats this as one size fits all, but the economics vary by thousands of dollars depending on your location. While policy changes grab headlines, there's a bigger story happening in battery markets that creates a genuine opportunity window. Battery prices just hit historic lows. In 2010, lithium-ion batteries cost over $1,000 per kilowatt hour. Today, they're $85 to $100 per kilowatt hour, a 90% decrease. Chinese manufacturing scale and lithium oversupply pushed prices down faster than anyone predicted. But here's what's coming. Lithium supply shortages are projected for 2026 through 2030. The same oversupply driving today's low prices reverses sharply as electric vehicle production ramps up and energy storage demand explodes. Current market dynamics favor buyers right now. Major producers like CATL and Eve Energy are building inventory, and there's genuine price competition. Installation companies are securing equipment allocations for the tax credit rush, but supply constraints are emerging. So what do all these mean? Battery prices are at a cyclical low point, but this window closes as lithium markets tighten. Quality installers are booking 3 to 4 months out. Equipment manufacturers are prioritizing allocations for established partners. It's all a bottleneck right now. Let's break down the technical changes affecting battery sizing, starting with California since it impacts the most homeowners. California's avoided cost calculator, think of it as a complex formula that determines export credits, gets updated every 2 years with tweaks annually. The August 2024 update reduced future export values even further than the original NEM 3.0 projections. Here's how it works in simple terms. Your export credits now vary by hour, day, season, and local grid conditions. Midday exports when everyone is solar might earn you 2 to 4 cents per kilowatt hour. Evening exports during peak demand could earn 15 to 20 cents, but that peak window is narrow, typically 5 to 8 p.m. This completely changes battery sizing logic. Instead of sizing for total daily excess, you need to size for that narrow evening peak window when exports actually have value. Arizona's system is more straightforward. Most utilities use time of use rates with clear peak and off-peak periods. The math is simpler: store cheap power, use during expensive periods. Texas operates differently due to deregulation. Many plans offer free nights or cheap overnight rates. The battery opportunity here is arbitrage. Charge overnight at low rates, discharge during expensive afternoon peaks. You might not know this, but state policies now require state-specific sizing strategies. The same battery system optimized for California loses money in Texas, and vice versa. battery sizing now requires a data-driven, state-specific approach. Here's the step-by-step process that actually works. Step 1. Gather your real usage data. Don't guess. Get the facts. Log into your utility account and download your hourly usage data. Most utilities now provide this. If hourly data isn't available, use a whole home monitor like Sense or Emporia View for 2 to 4 weeks. Step 2. Calculate state-specific battery needs. California, NEM, 3.0 method. Focus on evening peak consumption 4 to 9 p.m. weekdays. Here's an example calculation for a San Diego home. Summer evening usage, 22 kilowatt hours, AC running heavy. Winter evening usage, 12 kilowatt hours, minimal AC. Solar production during peak, 3 kilowatt hours, late afternoon sun. Target battery size, 22 kilowatt hours minus 3 kilowatt hours equals 19 kilowatt hours minimum. Add 20% safety margin, 23 kilowatt hours final target. Arizona or Nevada arbitrage method. Identify your peak hour consumption minus solar production during peak. Here's an example calculation for a Phoenix home with APS. Peak hours, 4 to 7 p.m. weekdays, that's 3 hours. Home draws 5 kilowatts average during peak equals 15 kilowatt hours. Solar produces 2 kilowatts during peak hours equals 6 kilowatt hours. Battery needed 15 kilowatt hours minus 6 kilowatt hours equals 9 kilowatt hours minimum. For weekend coverage, 9 kilowatt hours times 2 days equals 18 kilowatt hours target. Texas overnight charging method, size for your highest day hour consumption that you can shift to overnight charging. Here is an example calculation for a Houston home with TXU free nights. Peak day usage 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. equals 35 kilowatt hours. Solar covers 25 kilowatt hours during day. Grid needed 10 kilowatt hours from expensive day rates. Battery target 10 kilowatt hours times 2-day backup equals 20 kilowatt hours. Free charging window 9 hours, 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. easily accommodates recharging. Step 3. Verify solar and electrical constraints. Your solar must be able to fully recharge the battery during available charging windows. Calculation. Battery kilowatt hours divided by daily charging hours less than or equal to solar array kilowatts. Example. California, 23 kilowatt hours divided by 6 peak sun hours equals 3.8 kilowatt solar minimum. Also, your battery inverter must handle your peak household loads. Check your electrical panel's main breaker and typical peak usage. 200 amp panel homes usually need 8 to 10 kilowatt inverter minimum. 100 amp panel homes usually need 5 to 6 kilowatt inverter minimum. Most battery systems come with built-in inverters rated for typical loads, but verify this matches your peak usage. Step 4. Apply seasonal reality checks. Summer versus winter usage varies dramatically, size for your worst-case scenario. Step 5. Run your state-specific ROI. Use your actual utility rates to calculate your ROI. Don't use generic calculators. They miss the nuances of your specific rate structure. Now let's see how this plays out with real installations from 2025. California case study, Riverside County. Customer installed 22 kilowatt-hour Tesla Powerwall system in February 2025 under NEM 3.0. System details: 9 kilowatt solar array, 36 kilowatt hours daily home usage, SDG and E territory. Rate structure TOU. DR1 with 0.64 summer peak rates, 0.31 off-peak. The math. Before batteries, 8 kilowatt hours daily excess solar earned 8 cents per kilowatt hour equals $19.20 per month. With batteries, store 18 kilowatt hours daily, discharge during 4 to 9 p.m. peak window. Chew. Monthly benefit, 18 kilowatt hours times 0.64 minus 0.08 times 30 days equals $302.40. Installation cost, $18,500 minus $5,550 tax credit equals $12,950 net. Actual payback, $12,950 divided by $302.40 times 12 equals 3.6 years. Without NEM 3.0's low export rates, this investment wouldn't make sense. Let's look at another case study from Arizona. Scottsdale APS customer installed 18 kilowatt hours Enphase system in March 2025 during optimal pricing window. System details: 11 kilowatt solar array, APS TOU plan with demand charges. The strategy: Charge batteries during super off-peak winter hours, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at 10 cents per kilowatt hour. Discharge during peak demand to minimize both energy and demand charges. Summer performance, $156 per month savings. Energy arbitrage plus demand charge reduction. Winter performance, $67 per month savings. Lower AC usage, less arbitrage opportunity. Annual average, $111.50 per month. System cost, $21,000 minus $6,300 tax credit equals $14,700. Payback, $14,700 divided by $111.50 times 12 equals 11.0 years. The case here is that customer values grid independence during summer brownouts as much as financial savings. Okay, let's look at one more location. Texas case study, Austin with competitive plan. Installed 30 kilowatt hours Franklin system in January 2025 with TXU-free nights plan. System details 14 kilowatt solar array, strategic load management. The execution. Charge 30 kilowatt hours nightly at $0, 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. Discharge during peak day hours. Day rate reality. 32 cents per kilowatt hour, higher than advertised average due to usage concentration. Seasonal variation, $245 per month summer savings. $89 per month winter savings. Annual average, $167 per month system cost. $25,000 minus $7,500 tax credit equals $17,500. Payback, $17,500 divided by 167 times 12 equals 8.7 years. Critical lesson, customer had to modify behavior significantly. All major appliances now run at night. Key takeaway here is that every successful installation was sized for the specific rate structure and customer priorities. Generic advice fails in real-world applications. What to do next? First, if you're in a time-sensitive situation, schedule a consultation to review your specific economics and timeline. Second, subscribe for our upcoming deep dive on state-by-state installation strategies. The window for maximum battery value is open right now, but it's not open forever. Whether that's due to policy changes, supply chain dynamics, or federal incentives, the conditions favoring battery storage buyers won't last indefinitely. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.